Run the thing here.
Sure.
Okay, so this is the new Drive application.
Now turn right and then take the second right.
This is offered as a free application on the Lumia 822. One of the things that we do when we build our maps at Nokia, we take a great deal of care in the precision and accuracy.
After 200 yards, turn right and then take the second right.
So it's not just the spatial accuracy that I described with the sensors, but also the kind of road network attributes that go into making a map. So it's things like no left turn signs and one-way directions and speed limits and all kinds of stuff. The application itself, you can see, this is our Drive application. And what we actually do is we strip out most of the information that you would normally have in a map so that we provide a very clean user interface. It's very important to us that we don't distract the driver as the driver is driving. And so you see the very clean implementation of the Nokia device. Now, to get all of this information, we have obviously the sensors that we described, and we have all of the algorithms that are processing through all of that data. We also have a very large organization of geographers that is building this kind of map content. So they're taking all of this information and building the great maps that we have. I think I mentioned earlier, we've actually launched a new website called here.com. That is the new brand for Nokia Maps, and we're very excited about that launch. So that's the best place to see the full richness of all of the maps in action. So as we turn here, what we're going to do is we're going to come up on Wrigley Field. Well, I guess in a few turns we'll come up on Wrigley Field. And you'll see some of the 3D data, I think. Wrigley Field, I think, is a landmark.
After half mile, turn right.
You can see some of that 3D data that we're able to create with the rich imagery and various information we're capturing from the sensors that we have.
Oh, I see. And so if we were in downtown Chicago, there would be 3D all over the place.
Well,
so
we have 3D all over the place actually up here too. We actually strip it out for this application. As I was saying, one of the things I would encourage you to do is actually go on here.com. That's the new website, and check it out. See what you think. I don't know if you followed any of the press this week, but we did do a major rebranding and relaunch of a whole new set of, a new launch of a whole new set of functionality. And we've got, in addition to just the vehicles, we leverage something on the order of 80,000 different sources of information as we start to build these maps. So we'll work with anybody from state agencies to county transportation agencies, city agencies, where we'll source all of this base information. And then when we're driving, we're adding all kinds of incredible detail on top of those base sources. Those sources are typically not terribly accurate, especially when you get into, turn-by-turn kinds of directions. And the maps that we make are obviously very sophisticated, very accurate products. So we think it's very important that we take this sort of ground collection capability seriously. So we take 80,000 sources. We have people like Bagusha here who are collecting this kind of information. And then we process all of that information. Some of it's processed automatically, but we also have literally thousands of geographers that are making maps every day from the information that we're collecting. And we think that there's no substitute for human knowledge when it comes to figuring out certain things. You can't do everything via algorithm.